Hi, this is Christina from Healthy Steps, where it is our goal to support you with tools and tips and resources on your unique wellness journey. So I've been asked by many people to do a video on how to do dry brushing or skin brushing. So this is what we'll do today. So why do you want to do some skin brushing? Well, because number one, it's great to support the lymph system. And your lymph system is the garbage collectors of your human body. So if your goal is to do some cleansing or detoxing or weight loss or just have a healthy body, you really want to support your lymph system. It's also amazing in supporting your immune system. So if you think about a river or a creek, think about one that's moving nicely and think about one that is stagnant. Which do you want to swim in? Which do you want your body to be? One that's moving quickly, right? That has good movement. So that's why we want your lymph system to be moving nicely. So lots of benefit to dry brushing. Number one, like I said, it supports your lymph system. Number two, it really is great daily exfoliation. So if you're having some dry skin from, wintertime dryness, this is great to support that. Dry brushing also helps to reduce the appearance of cellulite. It tightens your skin. So it's wonderful besides just the lymph flow. Okay, so if you look at the bottom of this video, there will be a link to our Healthy Steps NC website, and I'll have a page there where I actually have the steps for you of how to do dry brushing. So you can just download that. You'll also find two other videos. One will be if you have a compromised lymph system. There's some other tools and other steps that you would need to do. So watch this video to get the gist of it, and then watch the second video for compromised lymph system. So that's if you've had any damage or lymph nodes removed. The second video that will be there is also other other tools that can support lymph system movement and dry brushing. Okay, so we talked again about, on your notes you'll see it says benefits of dry brushing. It supports the integumentary system, which is really just saying the skin, which is the largest organ of your body. It supports lymph movement, your immune system. It helps reduce the appearance of cellulite. It removes dead skin cells. It stimulates circulations. It tightens the skin, and it supports detoxification. Fantastic, right? Okay, so why you want to do this? Now, how are you going to do dry brushing? So you want to brush when your skin is dry, and you're going to brush directly on your skin. So the best time to do this is when you are naked right before you jump into the shower. Okay, and I have the directions all here for you, step by step. Now, the way you want to brush is generally from the outside of your body, from fingertips towards the center of your body, and from toes to the center of your body. So that's our general movement. And I've got a brush, and so this brush it's called a boar head bristle brush. You want to use one that's natural fibers. Don't use anything that's plastic. Okay, and now we're going to brush again from the farthest point of our body, which is our toes. And on our chart, you will see that there's an outline of a lady, and she has these 000s where lymph nodes are. And there are basically lymph nodes at every joint of our body. Most people are familiar with the ones in our neck and our underarms because those are the ones that get uncomfortable and large when we're fighting something. And that's because there is a fight going on, and there's those lymph nodes. It's the white blood cells going after the invaders, the viruses or bacteria. So what you can do is, if you're having any swelling or issues in your lower legs, you could just spend a little extra time on your lymph nodes that are in the lower body. So again, you want to do this on just on skin, not with clothes, but if I did that, then I'd have to charge you extra for this video. So think about dividing up your body from joint to joint. So we'll do this joint first, and then we'll do this joint first. And then I pictured lanes. So I have a lane here and another lane here and another lane here all around my leg. You're going to use your dry brush and you're just going to go up and do some quick strokes on each of those lanes. And do you see how my brush is flat? I want as much of this brush touching my skin instead of going like this. So that's your goal, is to have as much of the brush touching your skin. So I'm just going up on quick little strokes up on each of those lanes. And then I'll take the brush and I'll do from one joint all the way up to the next joint. Just quick strokes. Okay, so that was from one joint to the next joint. And if I wanted to, I have lymph nodes back here, so I could spend a little extra quality time right behind my knee. And now I'm going to go from this joint to this joint. So same thing, little brushes, little strokes going up. Okay, and you're going to do that all around the whole entire leg, and then nice long strokes. Okay, and again, you can spend some extra quality time if you have an area that has some cellulite, you want to work on that, just spend a little extra stroking time there. No worries about that. Anywhere where you have a little, extra little jiggle or wiggle, then spend some time there, because it's going to help stimulate that circulation. So you'll do that on one leg, you'll do it on the next leg. Now when you get to your abdomen, you're going to go just straight up. And again, this is all on the notes that are on our website. So you're going to go from this joint as far up as you can go. Of course, men will be able to go a little higher, right? Okay, so something that is very important too with dry brushing is that the pressure that you are actually putting on your skin with the brush is very, very light. It's supposed to be about the weight of a nickel, so no more than that. So when you are dry brushing, you do not want to turn your skin lobster red. It's going to be very light. The goal is that you're just dragging the skin and you're pulling it just a little bit, and that's enough to open the vessels in the lymph vessels, open the doors in the lymph vessels and help create a suction to pull that lymph in. So that's what you're doing when you're doing this dry brushing, along with the light exfoliation. Okay, so that's what we're doing. So, and you should not have any scratches, no blood. So nice and light. Okay, so legs are pretty easy, aren't they? Just straight up, and then just pay attention to any areas you want to support a little bit more with your dry brushing. Now the arms, the lymph all collects right from our lower body. It all collects, and then there's this big lymph vessel that comes straight up, and then it dumps into your heart. The lymph is actually processed with our blood, and if you have something called manual lymph drainage done, then a lot of my clients after that, they have to use the bathroom right away because all that extra lymph is now in their blood, and then it's processed in your kidneys and your liver, just with the blood, as it usually is, and then you're peeing it out. So you really know you've got some good lymph movement going when you have to pee more regularly, and that's a good thing. Okay, now with our arms though, our arms get tricky because we have lymph nodes in our arms, right? So if you think about sweeping crumbs, I'm going to take the lymph here and I'm going to lift it to my lymph nodes here. So the side is going to go to my underarm. Everything else in front is going to be sweeping up. And my general goal is this notch. It's called the clavicular notch. I'm going to sweep up to my clavicular notch. The side is going to go to my underarms. Now my arms, they're divided into two. We have the underside of our arms, and when I'm sweeping with my dry brush, I'm going to sweep, and my goal is to bring it to my underarms. Now the top of my arms, my goal is to bring it here over my shoulder and then towards that clavicular notch. So this is where it just gets a little tricky, but I know, no worries, and that's where that chart is going to be so handy. So when I'm working on my abdomen, my thought is bringing it as towards the center as I can. I can finish up on my side by bringing it up to my underarm. When I'm working on the bottom, the underside of my arm, I'm going to do the same thing. Just these little strokes, full, nice long strokes. And then when I do here, little strokes just towards the underarm. And again, if you have had any lymph nodes removed, then please check out the video that talks about some things that you can do to support those lymph nodes. Okay, now on the top, we're going to, same thing, we'll do short little strokes and then we'll do long strokes all the way to that clavicular notch. Okay, so that's it. We just did the whole body. Of course, you do your other arm the same exact way. If you want to get to your back, you could either get a brush that has a handle and you can do your back, or you can stretch as far as your arm will do it for you, or maybe you have a partner at home who can help you. But with the back, it's just going to be from the waist up, just like this. So if I was going to brush, it would just be like this. And then nice long strokes. Now when I get to my shoulders, same thing, I'm going to bring it here and I'm going to think about sweeping those crumbs towards the clavicular notch. So that's the direction I'm going to sweep. Just finish that off. And do the same thing on my right side. And if you wanted to, there's even lymph nodes here that if you wanted to take from your ear, and again, bring down to your clavicular notch. That's helpful too. Okay. Now, after that, go jump in the shower and take a shower like you usually do. And in my other video, I have some suggestions and ideas on how you can either support your skin to help it make it nice and smooth and soft, or if your goal is cellulite, I have some recommendations for cellulite, and then also some recommendations and suggestions for